we have got some major news in the world of TNA because this weekend they have their Slammiversary show, an event which a lot of their wrestlers are suggesting is going to be a huge turning point, pun intended, for the company. And there's been rumblings that something big is going to happen. Well, the TNA president, Carlos Silva, took to Twitter yesterday and he tweeted that the event was going to be, in capital letters, phenomenal. It was very, very, very clearly a TNA AJ Styles tease. But the question is he just teasing it to try and get hype around Slammiversary? Or is AJ Styles actually, through the WWE partnership, going to return to TNA for one final match? Clark, you know I'm a big AJ Styles guy, and I really, really want to see one more match for him in TNA. Almost like a TNA retirement match for him, because unlike Goldberg, he does deserve one. But what's your take on all of this? Is this just trying to hype up the show?
I love it because I'm in agreement with you. I think AJ Styles needs one more TNA match. Here's where my head's at when it comes to this. I think there's almost no doubt we saw it with another TNA legend, Ron the Truth Killings lately. If he comes back with a haircut, I will lose my mind at this event, looking like the AJ Styles from TNA's prime years, the guy that basically, in my eyes, built not just the X division, but the company. I think AJ Styles is the most important name ever to walk through the doors at TNA to this day, and that's hard to deny. I understand there's other ones like Jeff Jarrett and R-Truth, and there's plenty, Samoa Joe, you know what I mean, Kurt Angle. I get that there was a lot of legends that came through too later, but AJ Styles made this a CM Punk, I guess, for that matter, but he isn't often associated with TNA. AJ Styles is TNA. Every time you think about it, which song are they going to play? And I'm telling you, if he comes back with a haircut and looks like the old AJ Styles in TNA at this event, it is the biggest impact they can make as far as TNA is concerned. That nostalgia, the steam that will create, not only online, but viewership-wise, is invaluable because people remember, and you will bring back people from the Spike TV era that watched it and loved it as an alternative product to the WWE at the time. The only option, it felt like sometimes, pre-internet, not pre-internet, but, like you could find everything you possibly want to watch wrestling-wise. When it was difficult to find wrestling programming, you always had Spike TV, TNA, Impact, everything. That's where AJ Styles made his name. And it would be really cool to see him turn back the clock and do something like that.
It absolutely would be. And for him to, shave his head again, I mean, that could be, not shave it, but, have a haircut. I think that would be an awesome nostalgic moment. I also don't necessarily think he needs to do that too.
No.
Because for, at least 25, maybe more % of his TNA run, he did have long hair too.
Of course. And he started growing it in TNA. I just thought as soon as I saw the tweet, right? It was a tweet initially. Or
yeah.
What do we call it now? An X?
I think it's now called a post. Really unique. Well done, Elon. Great.
It's a
great
post.
mind.
Like the newspaper in New York. That's a good one. No, but so I just, as soon as I saw it, I was like, it would be there. You have an opportunity to do something like sort of different. AJ's been in a bit of, I feel like for the length of his WWE run, he's been amazing. Right now, he's sort of like wallowing in this space of he's AJ Styles.
Yeah.
But there's not as much room as normal.
Yeah.
A change of pace, I might think, even benefits him upon return to WWE.
1,000%.
And that's where I thought of the haircut. That's where I was like, no, you know what? Turn back the clock. Do it. For nostalgia's sake, something like that. Like, it's not that I dislike the long hair or anything. But, right, if we hear the music and see that AJ Styles, it reinvigorates the nostalgia in all of us that appreciate what he's given to the business in a way. I just think it's a good idea. If he comes back with his regular hair, I don't care that much about hair. It would just be something he could do that as like a motif, I guess, to make it
Yeah.
more special. The return.
1000%. I think therefore I lam says Soccer Mum AJ is peak AJ, and I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I do have to agree with you there. I
True.
don't want him to lose the hair, but I wouldn't mind it. But there is a comment here I want to address. Numero 1 Superfly is saying, I don't mind AJ Styles making a return, but who would he face? 2 words, Leon Slater. Another
Yes.
2 words, dream match. That is a classic.
Why not Leon?
Slater inspired him.
Well, I get it, but ever since I read the tweet, right, this is all I've been thinking, right? When you think AJ Styles, you think X Division. Right now, I don't see it with the system behind them. I don't see anyone beating Moose. So you bring in AJ Styles versus Moose, Slammiversary, X Division Championship. AJ wins, relinquishes the belt. They have an X Division tournament, finishing off with a Final X match, introducing the new X Division title.
Oh, you do 2 matches and you have him beat Moose and then lose to Slater.
That's what I was about to say. That's the solution.
You can have Slater.
That's what you do.
You have Slater win you have Slater just win it.
No, it has to be
AJ
Styles. Styles is his idol. That man became a wrestler because of Styles.
Because of Styles.
At that point, I think if you have Styles present him the new championship belt instead of you don't like. I mean, we've seen enough of people beating their idols, with Shawn Michael beating Ric Flair and all that stuff. But to pass the torch, literally pass the torch, AJ doesn't get a loss. You know, this guy wins a Final X match and wins the new X Division title. Because
I'm too much of a Leon Slater mark. My heart will be crushed for the man.
DCX
Crushed
Warlord,
for him.
Mike Santana as a wild card name, just because I think the match would be so good.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying Santana. That's actually who I think it's going to be.
Yeah.
If it does happen. But we're going to have to wait till Saturday at Slammiversary to find out. Definitely. Sunday at Slammiversary.
They're not going head to head with the UFC. Boy,
That's what I was saying. Well, to be fair, it's like what the UFC starts at like the next day, basically.
It's Dustin and Max.
But
The last ride. I'm gonna cry.